What is up, everyone? This is LRF, and we are here on another early Sunday morning in New Canaan, Connecticut for Caffeine Carburetors, June 2026, obviously. So let's get right into this event because this is going to be a good one. I've been going for 4 years now, and it's never failed to impress. So let's get right into the video without further ado. Alright guys, so I was not expecting this early in the morning, but look what just pulled up. A Ferrari 250 GT Lusso. Now if you guys know me, I'm a huge Ferrari fan, especially these classic Ferraris from like the 50s and 60s. Like I go crazy for them. Even though they're super rare and this car is probably worth upwards of $2 million, here it is. And in silver, it's just looking better than ever right now. Wow.
That'd be a good picture of the frame.
Yeah.
Come on. Watch the curve. Like that. You're gonna go forward. I don't remember, but I saw it there, and then I saw it at Hayfield like not too long after.
I think I missed that one. quickly check out the lineup we have so far. You can see we have everything from that GT4 in the back to NSX, C8, Supra, and this insane SVJ with sick rims and a very nice color in blue. This thing sounded insane when pulling in. Over here we have an older Bentley parked across the street. I think it's like a Bentley Speed 6 if I'm not mistaken. But here we have a Ferrari Mondial, BMW Z8 right there. Very rare and underrated. These are still going up in value, and I do think they will continue to rise. Check out this lineup: 328 GTS and a 308 Quattro Valvoline, however you pronounce it. But which one are you taking? 328 is overshadowed by the iconic 308 from the Magnum PI TV series, but the 328 is, I think, rarer, and it does have more horsepower, and it's less known about. So, yeah, but nice to see both of them in person in this Rosso Corsa color.
Oh, my friends see me in like 30.
Over here we have the original LP-400 Countach from the early 1970s. It's incredible to finally see one in person. The rarest and the best example of the Countach. These are worth like $1 million now. So if you check out the parking lot right now, we have this Purosong way of pulling in. Miller, obviously, they bought the original Shelby Cobra, which we did see in the showroom. But right here we have an older 911. But not only that, we have an incredible trio of Skylines, R33s and R34s. Two of them are Nismos. Right here we have this beautiful Jaguar E-Type lightweight, just incredible body and color. But over here, Miller Motor Cars decided to bring their Pagani Utopia. Red exposed carbon. Check out this interior. This is insane. But not only that, you can see we have an awesome trio of Ferraris. 430 Scuderia, which is now like a $800,000 car now. 458 Speciale, $1 million car now, and the 16M Scuderia, all in the same yellow color. 16Ms are like 1.1, 1.2 million. All three of these special edition Ferraris have gone crazy in value over the last year. If anything, they're doubling, if not even more. Just amazing to see this. So check this out. We have this Spyder C8 right here, very rare. But not only that, we have the Porsche 918 Spyder. I've been tracking a 918 down for a while, and here it is. Just insane. One of only 918, you name it. But we have a beautiful Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse right here, my favorite version of the Veyron. But not only that, we have an old BMW 319, I believe it is, and right here we have this beautiful Jaguar C-Type, iconic race car from the early and mid 1950s. Just wow, I'm speechless at this point. As you can see, we have the Lusso here, which I showed earlier in the video. Beautiful car, might be my favorite car at the show. But over here we have an even rarer 1 of 36 Ferrari 500 Superfast. And the fact that the 500 Superfast is only worth like between $1 and $2 million, I think it's still undervalued, honestly. You might call me crazy, but considering how rare these are, the reason why it's not like crazy expensive is because a lot of people don't know about this. This was like the most powerful Ferrari in the early and mid 1960s. It has like 400 horsepower. It's just insane. You could tell it's a luxury Grand Tourer as well. So you guys might not be sure what this weird looking but beautiful classic is, and we have two of them in a very similar color and spec, but it is the 1954 Kaiser Darren. Kaiser was a car brand that's often forgotten about, especially this car, because they did not make a lot of them, but it went out of business like a long time ago, and this is probably their greatest creation. I really like it. These are undervalued still. Like, you could buy one for like 100 grand, I think. You could tell this one's in very good condition, so this one might be worth more. But here we have a rusted one. Just interesting to see two of these lined up in like the same color. Alright, so I've said before that I'm big on vintage Jaguars, but right here we have a C-Type. This thing's worth at least $5 million, maybe more, if it's a real one. Early 1950s Le Mans race car version of the XK120. And speaking of XK120, we do have a few of them here, but specifically this one, aka the Black Cat, an early 1950s example owned by Rob Ida, which we did see here at Greenwich Concours last year, not this year. But just check this spec out, or whatever you want to call it. It basically looks like a Batmobile, very futuristic for a car that's like 76 years old. Just amazing. As you can see, it's a single seater right now. Here we have another very nice XK120 in British Racing Green. I've fallen in love with the XK120, as I've seen quite a few of them in like the last few weeks. So Rapazzi Motorworks always has a good selection of Porsches and sometimes RUFs, because right here we have a RUF CTR6, a tribute to the iconic Yellowbird. That was like the fastest production car in the world of the 1980s. But here we have a very nice GT3 Cup edition right here, and the silver CGT, which we've seen a few times now, looking very nice. Now a $3 million car these days. Crazy how much it's gone up in value. Over here we have the 991 GT3 RS, looking great as well. We have a very lovely 512 TR and Rosso Corsa, the second generation of the Testarossa, obviously following the original Testarossa from the 80s. But wow, very cool to see a little more upgrades from the Testarossa and more power. But just check this out, Rosso Corsa on the tan interior, just best spec for sure, looks amazing. So it's not a bad lot when you have this Ford GT with a carbon hood in here. Incredible. It looks insane, honestly, with the carbon fiber rims too. But not only that, we have a lot of other cars, as you can see. It's just going to take me forever to name all of them. But we do have a few notable ones, like the Totem Super GT, based on the Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint. Now our third time seeing this car within time span of a year. First at Scarsdale Concours last year, second time at Greenwich the Legends event, pardon me, 2 Sundays ago, and third time here at Caffeine Carburetors. But over here we have a nice 60s Mustang, along with this very nice British green type color Shelby Cobra. Now this is a replica, one of like at least 5 or 6, maybe even more Cobra replicas, but there's one real one from Miller Motor Cars here. But very nice color. Even the replicas are cool in my opinion. Some of them even use the same engine as the real ones. Quick walk around of the car. Show you how cool it is. So as we make it further down the line, there's a few cars we have to stop and check out. Like this hot rod Ford custom build convertible whatever, looking mind-bogglingly insane. We of course have the Porsche lineup as always. Lots of Porsches at Caffeine and Carburetors. You can see we have some good ones too. Of course, 458, you can never go wrong. Nice McLaren lineup with the 720s and the 765 LT, which we've seen here before. Very nice interior and nice spec. So the Porsche scene is always real here. We have this very lovely Spyder RS, followed by a few different Porsches. Very nice Targa right here. So many to name, I can't talk about all of them. That would take too long. 997 Turbo. These cars are still undervalued in my opinion, and it's definitely going to become a classic. It's probably one of my favorite 911s, for sure, period. We have a very nice GT4, another GT4, and here, a white GT2. I think this is a 996 example, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's a 996. But yeah, honestly, the 996 is the more obscure and less talked about generation of the 911. But yeah, white on white GT2, looking amazing. This is not a car you see every day. Certainly worth a lot of money, and still, I think it has more room to appreciate in value, since the 996 and the GT2 from this era has kind of been slept on and overshadowed by other 911 models. So it's always pretty interesting when you find a student-driven GT40 parked in the spectator lot. You can see they have the student driver thing. But yeah, quite a car for your first car. For a student driver that's probably younger than me, this is crazy. I mean, obviously it's not a real GT40, but still, whether real, replica, or kit car, these are still insanely cool. But wow, I don't know, would you give your kid this car? A GT40 kit car? I don't know if it would be the safest option, but I love it. Wow.
Taking it pretty easy on the car. I must have been, I don't know, 3. Somebody watch your back. Guys put light run.
A lot of stuff is starting to clear up now, but here's what HK Motor Cars has in store. I just wanted to quickly show you. Right here we have the Chimera, which was actually a surprise. I didn't know it was going to be here today from HK. We have the Gunther Works Porsche Speedster, as well as the 914, which we've seen before, and then this sick F355 Vuelto, a great resto mod of one of the greatest Ferrari supercars of the 90s. So what a day it's been. As you can tell, a lot of stuff has left now. The crowd is not as hectic. But yeah, we've been here for 6 hours now. It's almost lunchtime for me, to be honest. But yeah, comment down below what was your favorite car that we covered today. I don't know, I'm in between, well, definitely the 250 GT Lusso and the 500 Superfast were right up there on my list. And then, of course, the Veyron Grand Sport Vitesse and Rob Ida's XK120 Black Cat Edition, the custom one. And then, of course, that C-Type in red we saw. That was crazy. I'm still not 100% sure if it was a real one, but if it is, that thing's worth millions. If that's real, that's probably the most expensive car here. crazy to see in person. But yeah, what a show. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on any new videos. Wow, what a day it's been. Not as long as the Greenwich events, 11 hours both days that was, but still incredible to just see all the cars we saw in the town of New Canaan. But yeah, stay tuned for more like car events coming up. I'll try to find some close by where I live, within like a reasonable distance, and maybe we could check them out and get some more good footage. I have to say this is one of the best events they've put on, because it was really good. From Veyron to all the Jaguars, Cobras, you name it. Ferraris, like 250 GT Lusso, 500 Superfast. You can't really beat that duo, honestly. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for more.